All right, so this is Aaron. We're interviewing him today on his condition, epilepsy, so we'll just be asking him a few questions. So, number one, so what was the most surprising thing you learned personally about your epilepsy?
I think the most surprising thing that I learned was just like how common it is and how many people live with it and you have no idea, like just the amount of people that have it, and yeah, they just live their life and you can't even tell.
Yeah. So what would you like people to know about epilepsy? Like, is there anything you would want to express to people who don't suffer from epilepsy?
I think that lots of people have the misconception that epilepsy is like something you need to go to the hospital for every single time. But if you have an existing condition, like right now, if I had a seizure, don't call the ambulance because the emergency doctor is just going to tell me to go to my neurologist. Like, I don't need to go unless there's like the circumstances where it's like for 2 minutes or whatever, right? Unless there's complications. But yeah, it's not always like a life-threatening thing. So just kind of like that, yeah.
Okay. So, and can you describe any new challenges in your life that you have arisen since being diagnosed?
I think something that the biggest thing really is like I have to take medication now, and just like I was on a smaller dose before and I had a partial seizure, and just kind of like the anxiety I guess that goes with that, and like just trying to remember how to take my medication and like get sleep and eat healthy because those things affect it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so what adaptations have you had to make your daily life since being diagnosed?
Can you clarify that?
So like what have you done in your daily life that has changed since being diagnosed?
Not too much. Like I said, I take medication now, and I have to focus more on like my sleep and my eating and stuff like that. But for the most part, just paying attention to what I'm doing and like how I'm feeling and stuff like that. That's the biggest thing.
Okay.
All right. So have you been to the dental office since being recently diagnosed with your condition? And if so, was there any concerns or problems that emerged during your visit?
I was there. There wasn't really anything that came up. No, the doctors were good. Like they just like asked me here and there like if I'm doing okay and stuff like that.
Yeah, just kind of check in with you.
Yeah.
Okay, and then if you've not been to the dental, just kidding. When you go into the dental office, what are some of the changes you might suggest to better assist you personally when you're receiving care?
Some changes that I would suggest, really just, like make sure I'm okay, like just check in with me, and that's kind of the stuff that they've already been doing, right?
Okay, and then if like the light's like flashing or anything, is there anything with the light or?
Me personally, that doesn't affect me, so
okay.
Me personally, that's not something that I'm worried about, but yeah, like with epilepsy, that is a thing that could happen.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, and then what are some modifications to care that you noticed your dental office implemented once they learned of your diagnosis?
And like I said, I think they just start to check in with me more and make sure that I'm doing okay and make sure I'm feeling okay. And yeah, like that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I'm sure they're used to dealing with it.
No, absolutely.
Would you say there are any barriers that prevent you from receiving adequate dental care?
So when I have a seizure, obviously they take my license away, and then I have to rely on people to drive me around, and that can inhibit me from getting to the dental office.
Okay. And epilepsy sometimes prohibits people who are affected by it from being able to drive. Are you affected by this?
Yeah, like I said.
Okay, so
So when they take your license away, how long does it take
to
get it back?
It's usually, they say 3 to 6 months, but it's really 6 months that you have to be seizure free, and then you can get reinstated.
Okay. Yeah, because I have a friend who has seizures, and he just like can't get his license back because he has them every day.
Yeah, some people it's like they have it every day, and like I think some people, depending on like how serious it is and whatever, they might take it way longer and stuff like that just to see. But
okay. I was just curious.
what health professionals can you name that you believe have helped improve your overall quality of life?
So everybody from the paramedics that came to get me the first time I had a seizure, to the emergency doctors I see, to my neurologist, dentist, like nurses, everybody I deal with, really, they're really great at informing me what happened to me, like what I should do going forward, like what my medication is, and everything like that, right? Basically, they just all come together to ensure that I'm doing well.
Yes, team effort.
Awesome.
All right, well, thank you so much for sitting down with us. We really appreciate your time.